Today we're going to be talking about suicide rates per 100,000 people versus the number of internet users in different countries over time.
The alternative hypothesis for this study is that the number of internet users per country will be positively correlated to the suicide rate per 100,000 people. The null hypothesis, however, states that there will be no correlation between the number of internet users per country and its suicide rate per 100,000 people.
This shows the chronological progression of internet usage and suicide rates per 100,000 people in different countries.
Notice that internet usage does not increase until 1990, when internet was formally introduced to the citizens of different countries.
1985 shows a consolidated 6 to 100,000 people suicide ratio, which skyrockets in 1990. However, the internet was not available at this time. This spike of suicide rates cannot be directly linked to the internet usage.
In the year 2000, internet is becoming common ground and usage is on the rise. Suicide rates are higher than they were in the previously shown 1985, but are still decreasing from the year 1990. In 2008, there are still even more individuals using the internet all over the world, and suicide rates seem to remain constant.
This data from the Netherlands, shown in yellow, Australia, shown in red, and the United States, shown in green, shows that internet usage increased over time while suicide rates showed a slight increase, then plateaued.
The Gapminder data does not provide causation for any positive correlation found. However, other research is revealing a more in-depth correlation and probable causation between the two. Age is a very important factor when studying these two variables, but isn't taken into account on Gapminder in this data. It has become apparent that teens and young adults are more at risk to the negative effects of internet usage due to their usage amounts and intended content.
A published study from the National Library of Medicine showed social media, internet usage, and suicide attempts in adolescents. Suicide was found to be the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 25 globally. Within this age group, there was found to be an independent direct association found between heavy media and internet usage and suicide. Studies involving suicide and internet usage are hard to pinpoint causation because it is not possible to ask the reasoning behind a completed suicide.
PLOS One published a research article in 2017. This article focused on the pros and cons of internet usage and identified the negative or positive association typically seen over 12 study groups. Pros: crisis support, therapy, and outreach. Cons: normalization, triggering, competition, and contagion. The researchers assessed the subject's suicide risk level in the study, and 7 out of 12 groups revealed higher risk of suicide and experience of the cons as usage rates increased. Only 2 out of 12 revealed experiencing dominantly pros and a lower risk of suicide. After analyzing the data pertaining to internet usage and suicide rates provided by Gapminder and other published research on these variables, it can be concluded there is a definite increase in internet globally over time.
When internet first unveiled, suicide slightly increased, then plateaued. We cannot identify a strong correlation between internet usage and suicides per 100,000 people. The data showed in Gapminder is for all age groups, but the specific variable correlation is more evident in younger ages.